So, yesterday when we left off, I said that we were going to check out the Grotto, the home base of the Morkons, just to see what's going on here. These are some fearsome critters. They don't look completely robotic, like I thought they might have been the first time. I'm not really sure what their deal is. They're kind of wacky. I mean, they clearly have robot legs. They're also, like, heaving like they're breathing. Kind of whack. They're very noisy. Let's see what this place is all about. Very dark. Kind of surprised they just let you walk in the front door.
Stop!
Stop!
You're standing in front of the holy grotto of Ravak, the god of oblivion. What's your business here?
Holy? It's a hole. You know that, right?
Watch your tongue, boy. Or should I cut it out?
Ease up, okay? He doesn't know the rules. Let's start again. What do you want here?
None of these guys come off. He's just got
leave.
like a shoulder blade on his armor. The fuck is that? You guys have the dumbest outfits. And, like, none of you sound like these, I don't know, fanatical cultists that you seem to be portrayed as.
I want to come inside.
Let in a stranger? Don't make me laugh.
You should advise, nothing more. You're a stranger. Why should we let you in? Do you know what awaits you in here? No easy life. We're Morkons. Our life is hard.
We should make it easier.
Our way.
Work and pain.
What kind of work?
Anything that needs to be done.
Okay.
I'm not afraid of hard work.
Easy to say, harder to prove. Understand this. If you enter and we don't like what you do, you will not leave.
Interesting. So maybe they're actually utilizing this guild kind of in the way of the Inquisition in Risen, where you could be involuntarily, like, stuck here. But I get the feeling it doesn't run that deep.
I'll be careful.
Good. You may pass.
Do you
What
really
the hell are
intend
we
to let
looking
him
at? Is that
pass?
someone's crotch?
What is wrong with you?
That's not your decision to make.
Bring him to Khan. He should decide.
Good idea. You stay beside me, got it? Follow me.
What if I don't? Like, seriously, what if I don't?
I don't think Marat can hear us anymore. Which means no more pointless bickering. I'm not taking you to Khan. I only said that to shut Marat up. I'm Dimitri, by the way. Now listen, if you really want to stay here, there's a few things you should know.
That wasn't what you said earlier.
You can thank Marat for that. The law says there has to be 2 of us on guard at the gate. Marat's a hardline resistor, which means I had to act like one too, or that asshole would denounce me.
That's not what your subtitle
So you're
says.
not a resistor.
The hell is a resistor?
Right. But I act like one when I have to so I can keep my position. One more thing. Before you meet Khan, you need to know a few things about us.
Such as?
Such as it's a fucking bad idea for you to run around on your own down here. If someone doesn't tell you the rules, then you will get in serious trouble. So that's what I'm gonna do. Khan can wait. Come on then.
I'm coming.
See that big passageway up ahead? 1 level below us? Behind it is Ravak's cathedral and the blood cistern.
The what?
Only the higher-ups are allowed to pay homage there to Ravak and his eternal oblivion. You shouldn't even try to get to the cathedral. If you want in, you'll have to join us, or make one hell of an impression on Khan. Let's move on. Still lots to see. We're just about to enter the war district. That's where we poachers have our cages for bringing new recruits into Morkon society. You joined up voluntarily, Otherwise, you'd probably be in there with the prisoners. Besides the cages, there's also the arena. You can see that later.
This is what... I'm going to pause it just because he's going to keep talking, but... This is the stuff that always throws me with their, like, sort of fascist or, like, fanatical kind of, like, factions in these games, is they always make it seem like the rules are so strict for everybody. You know, these guys are portrayed as, like, I presume they have people in cages because they're kidnapping and indoctrinating people, kind of like the clerics were. But, like, for some reason, you don't experience any of that, and everyone's, like, super amicable towards you. And it just really does not... Like, the themes of these hard-ass factions are never consistent in their games. They're so weird.
Watch out for the guards. Not all of them are happy to let you go from one district to another. So, just watch yourself, okay?
You'd have put me in a cage if I hadn't come here voluntarily?
We need new blood, and you look like a good prospect. So, yeah, that might have happened. I used to work at the cages myself, so come on, I'll show you where I used to work. As a non-Morkon,
That's disturbing.
This must seem strange to you.
Yeah, a little.
If we lose a worker, then that endangers the balance. So we have to keep our numbers up to help us survive. We get these new recruits, teach them all about our way of life, and make them into new Morkons. It's a good life here in the Grotto. Better than anything outside.
Really? It seems like shit.
So our recruits are safer here, and soon forget about their old lives.
I mean, they will if you don't give them anything else to pay attention to.
What do you mean there's nothing?
I can't change that. You should know better than anyone that Ghosta puts a price on everything.
That's why I sent you to him.
He never makes exceptions, not even for me. You think he even cares if the prisoners live or die? Maybe he's right. Why should you care what happens to them?
Forgotten what's at stake, have you?
Then ask the distributor.
I did. No luck.
Then I can't help you either. Just keep my name out of this in the future, you hear?
I don't know what the hell they're talking about, but they sure have a lot of prisoners in here. For some reason we can't talk to them through the cages. Some of them look quite dead. They are, in fact, dead. You're not doing a very good job of, A, getting your manpower if you're killing them, or B, convincing me that it's worth staying here. So, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, none of what they're saying their, like, role is in the society, like, adds up. They just seem like the most out of place and contrived thing so far, and that's why I was kind of hesitant to even get involved here, because I knew I was just going to do nothing but complain about it.
Not now.
I'm surprised none of them want to say anything.
Leave me alone.
She seems to be...
You really abduct people and put them into cages?
It's not as bad as it sounds, honest.
3 of them are dead!
Lots of the people we
What do you
bring
mean it's not as bad as it
don't
sounds?
get that we're just trying to save them. But they all see the truth eventually. Trust me, it's kept us going for over 100 years.
What do you mean 100 years? I never even heard of you.
Impact. We survived decades of isolation and wars. We'll survive whatever these strange towers mean. You'll see. The path of the Morkons is the only true path.
Why have we never heard about you until now, other than Piranha Bytes just retcons the fuck out of everything?
Let's move on.
Sure thing. Finally, we get to the heart of the Grotto. The residential district is a holy place for many of us. A place of tranquility, contemplation, and drinking.
You guys actually
We don't
get the
relax
chance to cut
often,
loose?
But when we do,
You, come here and state your purpose.
Who's asking?
Arrogant wretch. Who do you
I'm just gonna be as much of an asshole as possible to see what happens.
I know you don't belong here. I can smell an outsider from 3 tunnels away. Tell me, What is the general situation beyond the grotto's gates?
Oh, now suddenly you're asking me for information when you're being a complete dick to me.
Why don't you see for yourself?
One more insolent comment, and it'll be your last. You're Jax, right? The outsider I've heard so much about.
How? I never gave my name to
Former
anybody.
Elf commander who ended the war between the Free People and the Elves. Oof, you have quite a reputation there.
Knowing all that, I'm surprised you'll even tolerate me being here.
Oh, you're not the powerful leader of the Free People you once were. Your word carries little weight now. But perhaps there's still a use for you. I didn't get this far by discarding all but the most effective tools. I see immense destructive potential in you, just waiting to be unleashed. Maybe you can give me a glimpse of what you're truly capable of.
Did you know some Morkons slaughtered the Berserkers at the World Heart to the west?
Oh, did they now? I assume that's Dragon and his band of infidels. Forget him. He's an unbeliever who puts material wealth above all else.
Well, everyone else can forget him because I
The
killed him.
worthless scum that follow him only do so as long as they're paid. One day he'll wake up with a knife in his back.
He was well awake with my sword
No
in
one
his
here will
guts.
be surprised or particularly bothered. I strongly suggest you adopt the same attitude towards him.
I know who you mean. He's not a problem anymore.
We came from nothing, and so we must return to nothing.
You're a Morkon patriarch?
Victor is the only name I go by. Grandiose titles are like bad prostitutes.
What?
Use them once, and you're stuck with something unpleasant for life.
It's a hell of an analogy.
This world is a festering cesspit. We weren't put here to make a mark in the filth. Our role is only to ensure that the eternal silence returns. Never forget that.
You're preparing for a large-scale conflict, right?
We have a sacred mission to fulfill. All our efforts must be focused on improving our military capabilities. We have no place for those too weak, too indecisive to embrace our vision. The Tormentors will see to that.
What does this sacred mission entail?
Alb and outlaw scum to the north, berserkers and clerics to the west. All festering sores on our world, pestilent growths that plague our existence. Plagues must be eradicated. They must not be allowed to spread. That is Ravok's will, and so it is our responsibility to see it enacted.
Again, that's at odds with what's going on, because you were dismissive about your men who attacked the Berserkers, and yet now you're saying that you want the Berserkers to be dead. So, what the fuck? And also, you've literally got trade going on with the other factions, so obviously you kind of need them.
You're talking about open warfare.
Of course. All we need is improved military strength. We will achieve our goal. Failing Ravok is not an option. At this time, a large-scale offensive would be unwise. But if we're patient, the newcomers to the Battle of Magellan will do their part. Let the foreign interlopers run riot for now, and we will deal with whatever is left.
How will you deal with the aliens?
The Dark Towers that descended upon Caracas are a sign. The time of deliverance is close at hand. Ravok will guide us. Patience is our most powerful weapon. Soon the heretics will atone for their sins. And don't forget, in the beginning there was darkness, oblivion, balance. We came from nothing, and so we must return to nothing. This we do in Ravok's name.
Yeah, you've been going back and forth around that same
I
point
have
over and
business
over
to
again.
attend to.
Well, where the hell did the other guy go? Oh, there you are.
Let's move on.
Alright, well,
We
your
don't
fucking
relax often, but when we do, it's in the
stepdad over
cellar
there
with
is
Ghosta.
hanging me up. So I'm guessing this used to be some kind of like subway
Besides the
area
residential
or something.
district, there's also the Quartermaster's District and Trader's District. Who knows how Khan will react to you? Take this opportunity to buy a few things. You might not get another chance. I
What, to
suggest
add to
you
your
talk to
war
Tempest.
coffers?
He might allow you to trade here. Then your journey won't have been for nothing.
You really all live down here?
You get used to it, and it's safe.
I don't think it's that safe. You got a lot of burning
Watch out for the
fires, a lot of
tunnels at the
carbon
back.
monoxide building up.
They're old and in danger of collapsing.
I wouldn't have thought you'd have a bar here.
You mean the cellar? Yeah, as long as the goddamn resistors don't try to get it closed down. It's a good place, and its owner, Ghosta, is a useful man to know.
What the hell are the resistors then? It's weird when they just keep talking back and forth about a topic when clearly we need to know more to, like, get the context.
So where's your quartermasters?
Are you blind? Just over there. Come with me. Talk to Tengus. He decides who can and can't trade here.
I mean, you're really just blowing off your possible clientele.
Each man gets one ration a day.
But Master Tengus, that's just not enough.
Perhaps you'd rather eat nothing at all.
He looks just like Fenris.
Forgive me, Master I.
Never question me again.
Yes. Praise be to Rava.
Why are all the
Blessed
bosses,
be
like,
the
identical?
balance. Yeah. Go on. Get out of here. May Oblivion find you, stranger.
I'd rather it didn't.
I see you've traveled a great distance to be here. What do you want? My approval?
I don't even know who you are.
I am Tengus. You won't get anything here without my say-so. Not a job, not a crumb of bread.
No exceptions?
You're an uninvited guest in our home. You'll have to give me a reason to help you.
What have you got against me?
I prefer to speak with my own kind. And so far, you've done nothing but waste my time. Once again, you won't get anywhere here without my approval. So, can you give me any reason why I should grant it?
I can pay you.
Your shards mean nothing to me. I am the Master of Steel. Whatever I want, I have made. And anything I lose, I can have found.
Guess I better be going then.
Wait.
Ah, so you want something from me
You're a
then?
man of war.
What sort of a question is that?
Yes or no?
Not at all.
Lies. Don't play games with me. Now listen. Until you've been given permission to stay, you will not be allowed to trade, and you will not waste any more of my time. We'll see if circumstances change. Now leave.
I will. I don't even want to be here.
How did things go with Tengus? Did you get your trading permit?
Nope, not yet.
Thought not. If everything goes well with Khan, you'll have enough time later to convince him.
Let's keep moving.
Don't worry. I'll convince Khan to let you stay. Let's go and see him then. Stay close to me. One more thing you need to know. You don't speak unless Khan speaks to you. Understand?
Yeah, right.
You got it.
Hopefully they make it clear who the fuck the resistors are, because they sound like some... I beg your pardon. Alright. Good luck with that. Where have you gone?
What are you doing here, Dimitri? You'd better have a good reason for leaving your post.
I need
The
to talk
voice
to
of Khan. Oh.
But the Great Khan doesn't want to talk to you.
This stranger is asking for refuge.
No, I'm not.
Interesting.
Murat and I both think he'd make a good Morkon. We've lost a lot of people recently. We need good new replacements.
And he came here voluntarily, you say?
Yes.
That's unusual. Khan will consider your request. The stranger can stay here until Khan has made his decision. He should return tomorrow and await Khan's judgment.
You get all that?
Yeah. Why didn't he tell me that himself?
It's the rules. As a Morkon, I'm superior to you, and also responsible for you. It's a privilege to speak with the voice of Khan, and an even bigger one when Khan addresses you personally. So, you heard him. Any more questions?
Why doesn't Khan speak himself?
Khan is a resistor, and he takes his devotion to oblivion, to the void. I guess you'd say nothingness? Very seriously. He holds his tongue as a sign of his absolute devotion to the silence of Ravak.
Well, then how the hell does this
Sounds
asshole
a
next to
little
him know
over
what
the
he
top.
wants to say?
You think that's over the top? There have been followers of Ravak who have taken their own lives to be one with the void.
Yeah, that's a
To
common
die
thing
is
with
to
cults.
rejoin the
Nothing new,
purity of the
unique to you.
oblivion.
Idiots.
You'll understand once you've accepted the teachings of Ravak.
I don't think I want to understand
Just
if it's going to make me
realize
kill
that
myself.
No one is expected to devote themselves to Ravak as much as Khan does. All that is expected of an ordinary Morkon is that they honor the balance.
Balance of what?
Speaking little or seeking the peace of death is honorable, but we're still people with free will. But if you want people here to respect you, you have to prove you also champion the will of Ravak. Oh, and don't forget to check in with Khan once in a while.
You said I
If
can't
you really
talk to
can't
him.
wait. You can pass the time in the cellar. Or just sleep.
I'm busy already.
Good. Then I can leave you alone with a clear conscience. Murat's probably complaining already. I better get back. You'll find me at the gate if you need me. See ya.
So after all that, I am just allowed to walk around here by myself? Really? He's not going to do anything? They made it seem like he was just going to have my ass straight up executed if I tried to talk to him, but... Of course they won't. They ain't got no balls.
You better leave.
Got a fucking clue.
About time.
This is what I mean. Like, I would actually have a lot of respect for them if they made these guys super hard to deal with. Where, like, every little transgression had them kill your ass. Think of when you first met Gomez in Gothic 1. And if he didn't like what you had to say, he just murdered your ass. And you had to... You know, that was how you learned. That was, like, one of your biggest lessons in... Like, actually putting some thought into what you do. So what the hell is this all about? These guys look absolutely insane.
I need to work. If you want something, come back later this evening when I'm free.
Okay. You'll remember that I tried to talk to you, and you said no? Oh, so there's one of the hammers I could have taken for what's-his-nuts. I guess let's look for a bed, because everyone's saying wait until tomorrow. This guy's chopping up something.
Guys like you get nothing from me.
Why is that?
You'll find out soon enough.
You should get some rags, buddy. Shouldn't be using your shirt to wipe blood off your hands.
You have no business.
What the hell is that? that like a flamethrower? Is that how you cook your meat? It is awful dark down here. Kind of annoyingly so. See, it annoys me when they have like mattresses and stuff where clearly you should be able to sleep. Does none of this count as stealing? Kind of weird. Well, like, it's a very specific kind of beds, so like sleeping bags and shit, where you're actually, like, allowed to sleep.
Think carefully about what you're doing.
Man, are you actually hostile, or are you just, like, watching me?
No stealing, got it?
I'm not stealing, I'm just taking a nap. What was that? Weird, it sounded like there's some kind of journal prompt.
Damn it. None of the major factions have a good plan to counter the aliens. It's up to us to come up with something.
Well, we haven't really talked to the elves yet. See, times like that, his, like, comments to himself, his internal monologues, actually kind of make sense. And sort of...
Stop, outsider. The Great Khan will speak with you.
They seem very urgent.
Finally.
Khan will inform you whether you'll be tolerated here. Go and talk to him. May Ravok accompany you on your path.
People are so forthcoming to me, strangely. Where's this lady get off to? She was the one I wanted to talk to, but I already lost her. Now, I thought that Khan didn't speak to anybody. I thought that was the whole deal.
I was told you wished to stay with us.
Nah, I'm just passing through.
Everyone here contributes to the balance. You must work like everybody else. We don't tolerate parasites. Show that you will act in our interest. Contribute.
What do you want me to do?
My overseers will instruct you. Enough talking. Duty calls. May Ravok watch over you.
You heard the Great Khan. Report to Tengus and Zarina. They will give you work.
Where can I find Zarina?
At the blood shrine above, next to the entrance to the arena. Be cautious when you speak to her. She is not only a priestess, she punishes those who commit a crime.
Man, this guy eats a lot of haunches of meat over there.
I want to talk to Khan.
Is that so? Well, let's see. I have not heard from Tengus for a while. You should speak to him again. Zarina knows nothing of you. Introduce yourself to her. The Great Khan will not waste precious words talking to you until you have proven yourself.
I don't think I give a shit. Well, I sure am tempted to exit Vale. They do nothing to make this faction seem legitimate. They just kind of show up out of nowhere and have very inconsistent, like, seeming motivations between, like, what they say their ideals are and how they act in the world and act towards me. Rubble? The fact that you're standing here tells me this is a place I'm not allowed to go.
Only true servants of Ravok may enter this place. Are you a true servant of Ravok?
The truest there ever was.
I am.
And what proof do you have? You're a stranger to me. Probably one of the new poachers. If you want to come in, you will have to find a resistor who will vouch for you.
I still don't know what the hell a resistor is. Other than a device that resists electrical current. But I don't think that applies here.
What do you want?
Is that a Lemmy?
We don't let your kind in here. Pay or get out.
Don't like outsiders, huh?
Makes no difference to me where you're from. We're all worthless in the eyes of Ravok.
Well, then my money's no good.
What do you want?
What I want? Blood. Or sweat.
I can stab you and make you run a few laps.
That's what you can pay me in.
So, which is it gonna be?
Blood? You mean I have to kill someone?
No, just a duel. No killing.
Against you?
Well, it's that, or you pay in sweat.
What does that mean?
Work. So, what's it gonna be?
Blood. I'll fight you.
You promised me blood, remember? Now it's time to pay up, and do it gladly. Endure, and earn back some respect. Run, and you'll never have any.
I'm ready.
Well, hey.
Then
If
come
I
at
bleed or
me.
you bleed, then blood happened. It's a hell of a bonk stick. Ow. God, the frame rate is terrible down here. He kicked me right in the nuts.
Ready now?
Wow. Okay, so he did knock me down at least. Alright, I bled. Am I allowed in?
Should have picked the sweat option instead. But you decided on pain. I respect that. You'll always be welcome here. Ghosta will serve you right away. May Oblivion find you.
Again, I hope it doesn't. I've got work to do. Well, at least he's honorable. Kind of like fighting Kareem in Gothic 1, where it just matters that you tried.
I see you've been allowed to stay.
How do you know?
Because you're still alive. Let me tell you something. You may have come here with good reason. To give meaning to your life, perhaps. To find a home. But you can't stay in the grotto without giving something in return. So, you'll do what we tell you to.
And what does that mean?
It means completing a job to my satisfaction.
I'll have to think about that.
If you want. But let me make things even clearer. Until you've completed this job, I will forbid you from trading. Talk to me again if you'd like to change that.
I really don't want to deal with any of these assholes, but kind of it's the RPG paradox. Where I want to roleplay as a character who doesn't put up with this shit, but at the same time, if I don't, I miss out on rewards and XP.
So, have you given it any thought? Will you accept my task?
What is it you want me to do?
A job I can't entrust to any Morkon.
Why not?
Oh, you Thoris now?
If I could, I would have done so already. I need you to find Ivan, one of our warriors. He should return as soon as possible. You can visit our merchants for equipment or anything else you might need for your journey.
I just have to agree to the job?
It's about Ivan.
I'm listening.
He's in the fort with the Berserkers.
Then go there and bring him back.
Now?
Now!
Why me? Can't you send your own people?
Do you think the Berserkers would allow Morkons inside?
I mean, they have.
They'd probably slaughter them outside their gates.
You literally have a trader there right now.
One man, someone like you, has a better chance. Don't get sidetracked. We need the provisions he has. Things are getting desperate. May Ravik be with you, stranger.
He is your trader, I just remembered. That's literally the trader there who's, like, getting supplies from them. The fuck? I thought that was what he sent there to do.
May Ravik be with you.
I hope he isn't.
Interested in any of my gear?
Sure.
So you have permission to trade. Good. Now you just need the shards to back it up.
I thought nobody cared about shards
Got
here.
enough on you. We're in business.
Everyone made it seem that way.
Show me what you got.
My pleasure.
Probably the most lethargic smithing animation they've had in their games in a while. I don't understand. Like, what's this rebel gear and what are defectors? None of this makes sense. Jet fuel? Clank. 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 Don't need that. Don't need those. Don't care about picking pockets. Uh-oh. Someone's having trouble. Need that. Care about chems because they're useless. I don't understand how the pathfinding can be this bad. Like, clearly this guy next to me is struggling to get away. Hey, he's giving me a headache. But I'm also too stubborn to back out of the menu now. You get a shitload of money in this game. Scrap merchant probably got nothing useful. I'ma use your anvil. Big news? What's the big news, Dans? I'm excited. Oh, I can't make this? Damn it. Can't seem to make the grenade launcher either. Oh, yes. We have heard. All that does is remind me that I still haven't finished all of, Witcher 3.
Good to see you.
They also apparently said they're using the what's-it? The Unreal Engine. In some sort of strategic partnership. Alright, so screw all these. It says it can be upgraded, but, yeah, I didn't even have, like, the option to do it. Well, if Val was saying it would be hilarious if they made it like it was an Epic exclusive and they weren't even allowed to sell it on their own GOG platform.
Hey, do you have a few shards to spare for me?
What do you need them for?
Just thirsty, is all. Got dust in my lungs.
Oh, you shouldn't be breathing liquid, buddy.
Here, take these.
Thanks. That's good of you. Now the day looks a little less bleak.
Well, go and drink your sorrows, buddy. It's in exactly the most happening place. Vlad?
Not interested.
Okay. What if I try again?
Listen, I said I'm not interested.
What if I push it?
Ah, screw it. Clearly not getting rid of you that easily. What do you want?
I'm new around here.
Can't help but notice you look nothing like a Morkon. How about telling me who you are and what you're doing here?
My name's Jax.
Rings a bell. Have we met?
I don't think so.
Never mind then. So what are you after, Jax?
I'm looking for work.
Man, if only all the new recruits were so keen. Sorry to disappoint, though. Unless the Patriarch himself sent you, I don't have any work. Although, if you want to kill some time, might have something for you.
What does it involve?
Nothing much. Just a quick hunting trip. Get some breakfast. Can't stand the sight of damn rat meat anymore.
Is that a role in the Orthodox Church?
So what do you want to hunt?
I wouldn't know.
Nothing too exotic. Maybe a screamer or two. Just something to wash the taste of
I
rat
see.
out of my mouth. You coming?
Let's go hunting.
Don't worry. It won't be a long and arduous trip. Saw some big, juicy screamers in the ruins above the grotto. but we need to be extra careful. The area is overrun with mutants. And if we're really unlucky, some Reavers might show up.
That sounds like breakfast to me.
Will that be a problem?
Ha! Not for me. Come on, let's get going. We haven't got all night, you know. Follow me. Never introduced myself, did I?
Sure didn't.
Name's Vlad. You know, Jax, you got a pretty unusual name. Where you from?
Oh, my life's been a journey. You know, twists, turns.
Hey, if you don't want to give me details, you could have just said so. Not a bad idea to keep things under wraps around here. You never know who's listening in.
Did she give you the same comment she gave me? I suspect she did. Okay, I get a strange feeling this guy's just leading me outside to try and stab my ass dead for being an asshole. Like, pushing his buttons. These big meanies.
Fresh air. Man, that recycled, purified crap in the grotto ain't the same.
Oh, so they actually have, like, oxygen scrubbers and shit?
How does the air purification work?
Can we walk a little further? These things are noisy as hell.
Fuck knows. Do I look like a techie to you? Long as it works, right? Okay if we keep moving?
Sure.
Great. Off we go, then. If you don't mind, I'm planning on making a little detour.
What kind of detour?
Got some business to take care of with a merchant.
Oh, boy.
She's in an outpost of ours. More or less on the way up to the ruins.
I thought Morkons needed a permit for that.
What makes you think I don't have one, huh? Yeah, we have a lot of rules.
What the hell is that? Why did he echo all of a sudden?
Gotta love it. Rules, rules, rules. When you learn the system, you gotta love it. Anyway, let's take a quick breather. Maybe you'd finally like to tell me where you're from.
Well, I didn't want to before. What do you think's changed in the last 30 seconds?
You want to know where I'm from?
For most people, it's a pretty simple question. Trying to run away from something awful you did in a past life?
Ever heard of Zakor?
Yeah? What about it?
That's where I'm from. I was once a commander in the war.
By Ravok, you were an Alb.
A long time ago, but yeah, I was.
Did you defect? Renounce them?
More or less.
Seems so, doesn't it?
Man, takes a lot of courage to recognize your people's flaws and part ways, whatever the consequences. Respect that a lot. Anyway, enough jabbering. Let's get a move on. Not much further to the Morkon outpost.
This is an amicable fellow. I wonder if he's going to be like our Morkon companion.
Just business. The details aren't any outsider's concern.
Yeah, they changed the pronunciation of that and Tavar.
Tell me something. How'd you
They
end
used to
up in
pronounce it
Grotto?
Tavar, and now they're pronouncing it
What do
Tavar.
you want to know?
Just curious. No need to get all defensive. Almost there.
They could do with some more ambiance at night. I had seen this place and kind of ignored it.
Hold on for a moment, okay? I'll be right back.
Oh, Vlad. What can I help you with?
You have it? You know what?
Yeah, I got it.
Hand it over, then.
I don't have it here, dipshit. It's in the usual place.
I already looked there.
Wait, what? Oh, shit. Someone must have stolen it. Look, I'll deal with this when I have a second.
You better. Anyway, I'm going. Got other things to be doing.
Oh, yeah, making
Well,
drug
I'm
deals.
done here. Should we carry on?
About that merchant.
Yeah, what about her?
What did you trade with her?
Nothing interesting. I bring her a few odds and ends from the grotto. She gives me stuff in return. Nothing more to say, really.
That sounds delicious, Dan's. Making sausages is actually one of those weird things I wanted to do myself, but probably not worth the trouble.
You're not telling me what's really going on.
What do you... Look, just keep your nose out of it, okay?
Shouldn't even brought me
None
here,
of your
dork.
damn business. Maybe I'll share a few details if we get to know each other better.
Your business is your business.
Wise decision. Right, now that that's settled, let's keep going with the hunt, okay? Those big juicy screamers won't butcher themselves. Tell me when you're ready to go.
No, let's see what's going on here. I didn't check out this place before. Danka.
But I gotta admit, you got guts.
Why'd you start with that with a conjunction?
On outpost like you own the place. Aren't you scared, kid?
Kid, I'm like 40 years old.
Should I be?
Let's just say, it's lucky for you I'm not hungry.
What are you on about?
I'm a Morkon, right? Everyone knows we eat children and defile corpses. No? Not ringing any bells? Never mind then. Wasting my time.
Can you sell me some goods?
No. No, I can't. I'm not a merchant. I just make sure everyone in camp has everything they need.
This guy just called you a merchant.
Replace blunt weapons with sharp ones, stuff like that.
Could I have some rations?
Well, I can't help but notice you're not a Morkon, but one little helping can't hurt, right? Here, this should be a juicy little treat.
Bet it's a rat. Yep.
Actually,
it's not even cooked.
About it, there's more than enough to go around. Always having to throw away rotting rat corpses. I'll put you on my list. Grab a bite once a day, every day, if you like. What do you think?
Man, the food's a lot better in the other camps.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Okay, so I just need to know your name.
Jax.
Jax what?
Just Jax.
Nobody else has a last name.
Okay, noted. Anything else I can do for you, just Jax?
Is there no way I can buy anything from your stockpile?
What part of no chance don't you get? Unless you have something really convincing up your sleeve, you're out of luck, kid.
Stop calling me a kid. I'm definitely older than you. Whatever. Screw you. Why is the button to confirm things different in every single menu? Yeah, if you go to the cleric camp, they barely got anything there, but they're able to give you, like, fresh meat and an energy drink with every meal.
Let's go.
Sure, follow me.
I still will say, even though some of it gets tiresome,
guy,
I'm impressed that most of the...
Really? In what way?
Most of the quests here...
Maybe you think I'm doing something illegal, but you're keeping it to yourself.
Most of the quests here have more than, like, one step to them.
One way to avoid trouble.
It's Morkon business. I don't get involved in others' affairs.
Fair enough. Good way of keeping your enemies at arm's length. Friends, too.
I assume that's how Val dines. Oh god, there's two of these! Absolute mad lad. Oh no, one's not the same thing. Oh boy. They're real dangerous when they go on the ground. Look at this flying ass getting me! You sick fuck! Why'd you walk us right through this? This dude walked us right into this mess. The thing that kills me too. It's right here! What the hell is just chucking rocks at me? Dude, kill that thing. These things are out of control. Dude, how about you actually, like, do something productive? Tell those things are gonna come flying out of the ground again. Yikes! Now it's just in the rock. What an asshole. These things are insane! knock these things down because they don't have like a typical stamina bar. He just tried to punch it. Do something productive. Whiff. No, it's just stuck. Victory's mine. What the hell?
What was I saying?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. What were you saying? You just stopped talking.